always watching, all eyes on me.
Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. This is Ford's new Ecosport. Let's talk about how it looks quickly. We've got some daytime running lights over there. This big grille that's quite imposing for such a small car. And this one does have the optional extra 17-inch wheels because this is a titanium model. So there's a bit of extras we get here on the outside. If we move to the back, we see Ford mounted the spare wheel on the back door, which is quite cool. It makes it look like a rugged off-road car. Okay guys, let's check out the boot of the Ford Ecosport. It's not the biggest in the class, but it can do quite a bit of things. For example, this floor can move from a high setting to the setting over like that. And you have a bit of space underneath here as well. Underneath here you have your warning triangle and things like that. You can even fold the back seats to create a flat floor. To do that, you'll need to pull this tab over here. That's quite a faff. Right, and then you drop the seat over here. First the headrest obviously, and there you go. You will need to then lift up the false floor one level up, like so, and there you go. Now you can slide things easily from here to there. But climbing at the back, it's also not bad, actually quite spacious if I make myself comfy. It's not bad, I can do quite long journeys here at the back. The legroom is fine as well. The seat bases are nice and high, so I'm sitting nice and comfy. My legs are going to get numb on a long journey, and the seat is nice and soft also. Headroom is fantastic, and yeah, what more can you say about the back seats? There's even a bit of a pouch here to slide things in case you want to hold things in the car. This one has the comfort key access, so it's a basically little transponder remote control with no key on it. Just take your finger, put your foot on the brakes, push start, and it's pretty interesting what Ford has put inside this car. This is a titanium model Ecosport, so it's got a bit of extras on it, like this leather seats and the automatic gearbox, which does cost a bit more. This is Ford's new instrument cluster, and if I switch the car off, you'll notice that all the dials, all the numbers disappear. Looks like pretty interesting. When you start the car up, then everything lights up, so that was quite cool. You guys are very well familiar with Ford's Sync 3 system. We have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So if I take my phone over here and I plug it in like so, you basically can use the Apple CarPlay features. So it brings up your music. You can obviously click the home button to go to your main menu and swipe through your different apps. I've got a WhatsApp over there. So this is all very nice. If we move lower down from this point, we have the climate control. They put the temperature readout inside this knob, so that's quite cool. We have heated seats and obviously air conditioning, no dual zone climate control. Below that we have the traction control button, 2 USB inputs, and a place to put your phone like I have it over there. In the center we have 2 cup holders, and we got another armrest in the middle. If we do this, we can push that forward and we can sit a bit more comfy here in front. The first thing I don't like about the Ford Ecosport is the fact that there's no USB ports at the back in the center, which is sad, so your kids are going to be fighting over each other who's going to charge their phone from the front ports. The second thing I don't like about the Ford Ecosport is the fact that these panels here are white or cream. I wish it was black, it would have been so much better. And the third thing I don't like about the Ford Ecosport is how this armrest in the center wobbles. Look at that! And I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I don't like that. First thing I like about this Ford Ecosport is this 1 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. It produces 93 kilowatt and 170 Newton meters of torque. It weighs around 1.3 tons and it pulls the body quite effortlessly. The second thing I like about the Ford Ecosport is Ford Sync 3. The system is so snappy to use, running through sources, putting in your phone numbers. Everything is nice, quick and snappy to use. The third thing I like about the Ford Ecosport is the fuel consumption. I've been using this car all week and it's been averaging 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers. For a 1.3 ton car, that's really impressive. Okay, let's start off with this 1 litre engine. As I said, it's got 93 kilowatt and 170 newton meters of torque. This engine won awards for almost 6 years running, so that's really impressive. The ride height is adjusted on this car, so you've got more ground clearance. So if I were to put it in the sport mode and use these cute little pedal shifters behind the wheel, wait for this Peugeot 107 to come past and it's throttle on the throttle, but actually gets quite a move on. So yeah, not bad for 1 litre. And when you're doing 120 in this car, it's like literally touching the throttle. So this engine is a massive advantage to this car. So safety wise, you are definitely covered. This car is really safe, and with all the airbags, if you do go into a slight ding, you should be okay. The other thing with this car is Ford tried really hard to keep the car as quiet as possible. They even went the extra length to make the tires quiet for this particular model, which is really interesting. Like I said, this is a titanium 1 litre 6-speed automatic. You can pick this car up for around 346,000 Rand, which is a top spec. Like, you can't really go further up from this one. We've got PDC, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you've got cruise control, a speed limiter, the full suite of information in front of you in the driver's display. So it's quite a lot of technology here that you get with this package of the titanium model of this car. There's even an extra feature on this car that's called hill launch assist, so it will hold the brakes for you, and when you put your foot down, you won't roll back on a hill. Most cars have it. This car just goes the extra mile to make it a bit more intuitive for you. The other thing cool about this car that a lot of people won't notice is the windows. Say you roll them down and you stop, they go slowly as you hit off the button, and you do the same up, they soft close. So that's actually really cool. It's small things like that people actually don't notice. Let's talk about the sound system. We've got a 7-speaker sound system, so tweeters up here on the doors and a woofer down at the bottom. And we've got a center speaker as well. The sound is quite nice. Nice bass, nice mid-range, nice treble. I don't have the treble all the way up because it does become a little bit shouty, so keep the treble in the middle of the setting. It's really nice. I mean, even on the, if you're like on a long road and you turn the radio up, there's enough bass and volume to keep you happy. Ford doesn't offer the Bang & Olufsen sound systems here in Cape Town, which is quite a shame. I wish that they came with the Bang & Olufsen sound systems. But other than that, it's good, it's gonna do the job. And most people nowadays add an extra subwoofer or something like that into the car. Trust me, with the system, you will not be needing to add a subwoofer. It's got enough oomph to keep you happy. So in conclusion, the Ford Ecosport is a really good car. And you know what? I'm starting to say that about a lot of modern cars nowadays, because you don't get such a thing as a bad car anymore. And Ford's really on the roll, creating some very nice, versatile cars for you. What I also like about this car is the fact that it's got a bit of off-roadiness to it, so it feels a bit more bashing. Like, you can bash it around a bit more than you can say a Fiesta or a Figo. And that I like about it. I think it's got to do with sitting so high up in the car. You feel very like you're in command of something, and it's actually quite a small car, but it makes you feel quite powerful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share with friends and family, and check out all the other videos from Liberebil in the different playlists. Be free, be you. Liberebil out.